Welcome. Thank you. We are here. Let me see. Welcome. We will be with you. We're trying to invite others here uh, to this edition of Our Own Mind Transformation. Uh, but this is where we are, mind transformation. We are sharing. So if you are on Facebook, you are watching up on Facebook, on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Just share this video, invite someone. This is where we are, and want to thank you for joining us. We put it. Thank you for joining us. If you are just joining us, we are here. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube, and we are on TikTok. This is Mind Transformation. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, everyone. All right. Welcome. If you are just joining us, you on YouTube, you on Facebook. We want to welcome you to this edition. If you are on TikTok, we want to welcome you to this edition. We are here. We have not been here. We said yesterday, hello, someone. We have not been here for a while. We had some challenges, but we are back. And we are back to share with you some important things you need to take into consideration as you begin a brand new year. A brand new year, brand new you. So thank you for joining us. Share this video, invite someone, share this live and invite more friends. In the next few minutes, we'll be speaking to you on something very, very important. We started off last night. For those of you that were on TikTok, we started off on the subject matter, effective living. So again, we are here. This trip, we are on both YouTube and Facebook. And we want to speak to that subject matter. So invite someone and share this video as we share this very, very, very important subject matter with you. Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure having you. It's a pleasure having you, and we thank you for joining us. Thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you for joining us. If you are on Facebook, welcome. You are on YouTube, welcome. Want to welcome you to this program. We are sharing, and from here we will just speak to you, and we be order your way. So it's not a mistake that you are here. Want to welcome you as we share this video, invite others that may not be on the other platforms we are on. As I said, we are on YouTube and we are on Facebook and TikTok. So you can take your pick. You can take your pick. You can go to any of those platforms and you can watch us live as we speak to you on a very important subject matter. Beginning the year, you may begin the year with high expectation. But what are some of the things that you need to do? So again, share this video, invite someone. We are sharing. That's why this is what our focus is right now. We are sharing. In the next 2 minutes, we start off speaking to you, and we trust that you will be blessed. We trust that you will get something from what we are about to say that will help change your life and make you a different person. So again, want to encourage all of you that are on, share this video, invite someone. Share this video, invite someone. This is Mind Transformation. This is Mind Transformation, and we are glad to have you. We are glad to have you. This is a wonderful time. We are excited to have you. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Hallelujah. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. This is Thank you for joining us. If you are on YouTube, thank you for joining us. I'll just focus on sharing this. So share it and invite someone. This is Mind Transformation. I want to welcome all of you. If you are on TikTok last night, you heard me. If you are not, then we thank you for joining us. In the next minute, we'll start. In the next minute, we'll start. So just listen to music as we straighten out some things. In the next minute, we'll start. This is Mind Transformation. Okay, we are here. We are here. Excuse me. I've been down with the flu, but I'm trying. Again, thank you for joining us. We are here last night. We're here, as I said. Those of you that were here last night with me on TikTok, it was a pleasure having you. And I started on the subject matter. And I want to let me lower this, kind of continue on the subject matter. If you were not there last night, it's not late. You are here. So again, thank you for joining. As I said, if you are not here last night, I want to thank you for coming back. For those that have not come back, I know they will. I've not been here for a while because thank you, says Yata. I've not been well. 1 minute on top of the flu, another minute I've been under the flu. So for the time you have not been seeing me, I just went from one point to another. But again, I'm doing great. And so I thought it wise to come and share with you some important nuggets of truth that will kind of help navigate you through these difficult times, especially starting the new year. So again, I want to encourage you. You're on Facebook, you are on YouTube, you are on TikTok. Invite someone. Share this video, please. Share the video with someone. Hi, Yata. Hi. I'm still waiting. I'm still looking. I'm still trusting. I'm still when any car pass, I can be looking outside to see that car will stop. So I'm here. Again, let me go to the subject matter. Thank you. Okay. Now, last night I started off our subject matter and I want to kind of run over it. I was talking about effective living. It's one thing to live and it's another thing to live effectively. You know? So you can live, you can exist. But effective living, for you to live effectively. Yes, well, I'm doing well. I'm doing better than what I was doing. I started off and then all of a sudden I went down the hill again. These times the cold is so challenging. So but I hope I can have a schedule with you so you can come tell us about your own business, about your own beauty parlor, and what you do and whatnot. So let's schedule a time as the Philadelphia pen will be in front of you. Then you'll be coming to the studio. I will call you so we can schedule a time. Yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well. Again, Happy New Year. I'm here. I'm here and I want to share with you something I started last night. And I said there are 6 cardinal reasons for which there are 6 cardinal reasons for which people run the way they do. Anytime you see someone running or they're going from job to job or opening this business, they're working at the same time, they got business, they're doing this, they're doing that. There are reasons for which people do that. Thank you ever so much. I hope others will join you and just give me my rules. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. There are reasons for which people don't just, if you are running aimlessly, then you need to check a break and find out why am I running? Because I experienced that we were doing our crisis back at our country. People just start running from one end. One man would just start running, and everybody else would start running with him. Well, actually, why he's running? But because of the level of insecurity, people will start running. And later on, when he stopped, everybody stopped and said, well, why were you running? And then he had no reason. And people, but it was all being done out of fear, But in this society, people, they are running. And the reason why people most times are running because their mind is running. And the reason why you have the mind running so it has the body running. Sometimes the body will have to go because the mind is running so much, so the body goes into overdrive. It's running faster. Why? All this running. And sometimes some will ask, oh, why are you doing 3, 4 jobs? Why are you doing multiple things? Why? Why can't you just do one thing? But this is subject matter I started last night. I said there are reasons for which people run. And we believe that the reason for which people run is because they want to live a life of meaning or purpose. Guess what? Meaning or purpose. They want to live a meaningful life or a purposeful life. So they run. So now you will find out there are some things that the reason why they want to live this meaningful and purposeful life. So what are they running to secure? Anytime you see someone so excited, someone becomes emotionally charged and they put more energy into running. There are things that make them run. The first thing that makes one run as they run is number one, the need for security. The need for security. Now, why? You are obsessed about security. And you sometimes you are not aware to the extent at which you desire security. You are not aware to the extent at which you are running and trying to do all you can to be secure. That's why every house that is built, they put doors. And the doors have locks. And it has windows. Why? Because the person that lives in the house needs security. They want to secure themselves. The person leaves the car and they lock the car via be a pump pump, or they use the key and lock the car. Why? They want to secure the contents in the car. They want to secure the car itself because someone will break the car, break in and take the car and dismantle it and use it for joyriding. So they want to make sure it's secure. When you see a woman going, especially where we come from, if a lady, oh, they find herself in a public place, be it a mall or market that is so crowded, and she has to navigate her way through, you find out that the lady will try the best she can to secure her bag. Not that somebody will check for a bag, but the mind tells you automatically that you need to secure that. So the lady will secure her handbag. Make sure that her handbag is secure so that somebody cannot check it or it can fall or whatever it is. But the thing that registered to his or her mind is to secure whether the lady will secure her handbag or the man will try to secure his wallet. That need for security kicks in. So when you find someone running, the reason why that person is running is for the need security, the need for security. That's the reason why people join various groups. Because they want to be secure. They don't want to be isolated. That's why people make sacrifices to run the way they run, do what they do. That's why. It's because of security. Now, one of the security that may tie into this is financial security. They want to be financially secure. So they run with all their strength as much as they can for security. You know, let me just give the example before I skip what is, because I said I was going to deal with it a little more in depth. Anytime you see a lady or walking with her spouse or fiancé. You just put it, whether spouse, fiancé, husband, whatever it is. A lady walking, okay, it may not be your spouse, it may not be your fiancé, it may even be a brother or a cousin or a friend, a male friend that is walking by her. There is a level of security that automatically kicks in. That lady feels secure because there's someone by her side that has become a protector, whether 100% or 30% or 60%, she feels secure. Even if he looks like a weakling, the mere fact that he kind of muscular or he's a male, there's a level of security. So you find out that because of human behavior, I was saying something, human behavior, psychologists teaches us that there are certain unified motivation behind the activities of all men and women, regardless of the level of exposure. So what is motivating us to run? Regardless of our faith, our belief, what is motivating us to run? It's security. You want to be secure. And one of the major security that runs us is financial security. I want to make sure I'm secure. I want to make sure I'm in my own house, I'm secure. I want to make sure I got my own car secure. I want to make sure that at retirement, I can relax and be comfortable and sleep as long as I want, pay my bills without being worried about this bill coming and the other one. And from there, the next thing, I can take as many vacations as possible. I can leave the states that have or the winter program, that have the winter program, whereas what I mean is in the winter time is challenging. The place is cool, you got snow and all of that. I can leave there, go to a warmer state and stay there the next 6 months and enjoy myself and live a very quiet, comfortable life and come back when winter is over. That's security. That's security. So the motivating factor behind human behavior is number one is security. I want to be secure. I want to make sure I'm secure. So nobody, if you are running aimlessly without a purpose, then that means you are not running after security. But if you find out that you have a purpose for which you are running, if you have meaning for which you are running, there is security. Security is the first thing. I want to be secure. Now, the next thing that comes after security, that comes in line, is what I refer to. You want varieties. I must have options after what I can do to get from this point to another. I don't have to be stuck at one thing. Just in case I've tried this and it does not work, I can try that. I have options. Why? I tried this and maybe I've been doing this for a while and I just feel that I need something, I need to try a new thing. Have you seen a lady went to the beauty shop and she been doing, this person been doing her hair for a long time, and then she been kind of the one star, and then one day she just said, "Oh, can you try something new on my hair? Something new. It don't have to be what I always do. Can you try something new on my hair? Let me see how it look." I just need something new. Can you put a different kind of makeup on me so that I can see how I look, the texture of that makeup? And sometimes you'll be surprised that when you try something new, what you've been trying before, you are convinced that, oh, if I had known, but then let me try this one for some time. Newness. You need variety so that you can have a choice. So this 2026, I want you to share this video. Just don't listen to me. Share the video and invite someone because someone needed one. This 2026, I want you to venture into, in as much as doing, let me try something else and see how it works. Let me tell you something. Today, I think it's today I posted something. Usually I do posting if I can talk for a long time. And I said, life is a risk. Life comprises of risk taking. If you cannot take risks, you will fail miserably. Investors that gets into business, that risk taking. It's a risky thing. The man or the woman not too sure that the business will be successful. Sometimes you do the business and go totally out of loss. It's risk taking, so is life. If you are not willing to take the calculated or the calculated risk, you may desire all you want and nothing will happen. You got to be willing to it, just like your foot is on one step and you have not seen the rest of the steps, but just by faith decide to put your foot down and believing there's a step there. That's a risk. So you need to venture into, let me try something new. So obviously, why? Because in the human being, there is a tendency for newness. Now, why are you saying so? Not necessarily say, okay, then let me ask you a question. If it's not necessarily so, then why would you want to go to the store? Or why would you see a new clothes and want to buy it? Why would you want to see a new shoe and want to buy it? A new coat suit, a new bag, a new wallet, a new, you just name it, something that new is attached to. Why would you want to buy it? You're just supposed to wear, if you are of age and you find out you got one trousers, one shirt, or one coat suit, one shoe, one pair of shoes, or you're a lady, you got one dress, everything one, or you got a lot, but just wear one for the rest of your life. But why, even if it's not new, why do you go to your closet or wherever you have your clothes and you bring out something else to change from what you are? It's because, and then what will happen eventually is when you change into that thing, you go look in the mirror. How do I look? So if you remember how you look when you wore the other one, why don't you keep that same thing in your mind and say, well, the way I look when I wore that dress or that coat suit, that the same way I look? No, you won't. You will change into something else and you will go to the mirror and see, how do I look? And sometimes the look is finer than the way you're looking out. Oh yeah, this is great. So the desire for variety and newness is in every human being. And that's why it becomes a driving force. That's why you see when some people go to the shopping mall, they want to kind of, they enter a store, they want to kind of pick up the whole store. It's because of the need for newness and variety. So there's the obsession for number one, security, and number two, variety or newness. Then why let me stop to the table. Then why are we doing all of that? It's because of the terrorism. Want to be secure. Make sure we are secure, be it financial security or physical security or emotional security, psychological, mental security, because that will form the total man. Then we want to make sure that there is this newness of the varieties. Why? Why are we doing that? It's because when we appear, we want a third aspect of us to appear. And that is, we want to be looked at significant. We want to appear. Let our significance appear. Let our value appear. So the reason why we run is for significance. We want to be significant. So there is the obsession. I cannot be an insignificant factor. I will not be recognized. I will not be honored. I will not be appreciated. I will not be celebrated. People do not celebrate insignificance. So the reason why I'm running is, number one, I want security. Number two, there's a need for newness or variety. Number three, I want to be significant. Important. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that as a driving force that keep you running? I want you to share this video, invite someone. I really appreciate the hearts. I want you to invite someone because you want to be significant. Remember, I said to you that the thing that covers all of these, the three I've named for now, the security, the newness, and the significance, and the plus, the ones that were named later, maybe if not tonight. The thing that cover it, there are two things that cover it. That is, you want to live a life of meaning and purpose. That means you want your life to be meaningful and purposeful. Because if your life do not have a purpose, you will just run aimlessly. It will be difficult for you to accomplish anything. You will be practically catching the wind. But if you defined your purpose, it will automatically shift you into a place of meaning. You know the purpose for which you exist. And so you will have a life, not just a purposeful life, but a life of meaning. The reason for which I exist. If you do not, first of all, identify your purpose, you will just kind of exist without purpose and without meaning. Yeah. You will be wondering. You will run and you will get tired. You know, it's just like the marathon. Every race that is being run, it has the beginning, where the race starts, and where the intent for the race to end. But what if you start the race and just in case you don't know where it will end, then why start? Because if you must start the race, before you start the race, you must know where it will end. Or else you will just run, and you may not even run in the direction of the end zone because you have no idea where the race will end. So this 2026, sit down and put it together. Put it together. You know, that's one thing I realized about that. Okay, let me go to the fourth part. I want to stop on the fourth part. Let me go to the fourth part, right? The first part talk about security. The next one I talk about newness. The third one I talk about the need for significance. I want to go to the fourth because the fourth is so important. And last night I kind of dealt with it. The fourth has to deal with the need for love and acceptance. I want to be loved. It's important. You can even be a tree. Tree, Tree. The tree itself want somebody to love it. Because when somebody loves the tree, have you seen somebody say, the tree is beautiful? An expression. So when they express the tree is beautiful, if somebody plant a tree, why do you think they will take their time, clean around the tree, make sure they trim the tree and all of that, water the tree? So why do you think it's been done? It's because of love. They love the tree. So the reason why we run is want to be secure, want to have newness, want to be significant. But if we be secure and we have newness of variety and we are significant and we are not loved, it will end up shattering the whole thing. Because love is the icing on the cake. We want to be loved. And not only being loved, but being accepted is love and acceptance. And most times we want to be loved unconditionally. We want to be loved not because of what we are. But most time people will love us for who they believe that we become. So we struggle for love and acceptance. To the point, there are people who will join any kind of group to be loved and accepted. They may not take time to evaluate as to the purpose for which they join. No. Once there's a crowd, there are people who will blend in with the crowd because they want to be loved. So love and acceptance is a very strong force. A very strong force. Very, very strong. Because attached to security, love and acceptance. You can have the financial security and all of that. But to kind of cream it up, put the icing on it, when you have that love and that acceptance, then you know indeed that you are really secure. Seriously. Seriously. I want to stop here and I want to encourage you that there's a need for effective living this 2026. But you have to identify the meaning and purpose for which you exist and what you want to do. You're not Teresa, you're not Mary, you're not Annie, you're not John, you are who you are. And you are made unique in yourself. You are able to produce something that will make your name great. The people who names, the people who be a Hall of Fame, appear on a Time magazine. Their parents did not born there and say, okay, we born a child will be on Time magazine. No, 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 no. As they grew up, the same things I'm naming here. They stir up something in them. And because of accomplishing these things, their names on Time magazine, on various platforms, it took sacrifice. It is my hope that you will not just run into 2026, but you will sit down and evaluate progress from 2025. Challenges, failures, decisions that led to failure, decisions that were made, other emotion. When you sit down and be truthful to yourself and say, like I would say, Gabriel, sit here. If nobody's and nobody there to examine Gabriel, then Gabriel, sit here and be truthful to yourself. Let's have a review of 2025, Gabriel, to yourself. What did you accomplish? Where did you feel? Where were you emotional? Where did you make wrong decisions? Where are you going? Have an evaluation. Or else, the same mistakes you made in 2025, you'll make the same mistakes in 2026. Because you are a car that is not stopping for tune-up of a service in you just running. It's my prayer that these words bless you. Share this video. Thank you for watching. I hope these words made a difference. Share this video with someone. It was a pleasure being here with you. I'm on YouTube. I'm broadcasting on YouTube, on Facebook, and also on TikTok. But I must leave you because one important thing will happen, and that is the bed won't come to me. I gotta go to it. So again, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, blessed, marvelous day tomorrow. Let the Lord keep watch over you. And as you sit to evaluate, let Him remind you of the things that you need to be reminded of. Do it differently and live a life of meaning and purpose. God bless and goodbye. TikTok, I'll see you. Facebook, thank you and goodbye.